Mendoza, everybody. Come on, start clapping.
What's up, guys? I'm glad I wore clothes today, you know what I mean? The host is describing people's outfits as they get on, then I would have just been there, she's like, coming up, saggy tits, I think? Kind of hairy chest. I'm like, oh, geez, thank God I wore a Life is Good t-shirt. Thanks for having me here, guys. Happy to be here. Happy to have a good time. Tell you a little bit about myself. I have a dad that is 83 years old, which he had me at 57, which he had 5 daughters, and then he had me. It's like, at that point, it's like, I don't even think he wanted to have sex. I think he was looking for just like a male heir. You know what I mean? Somebody to inherit his 1994 Toyota Corolla. I'm happy to do the honors, you know? I don't know. Having an old dad is weird, you know, because like, it's like all of a sudden you're in charge, you know? Like, I went to the liquor store with my dad, and like, as soon as you walk in, everyone just kind of looks at you like, are you in charge of that liability over there? You know? Like, my dad put a drink on the counter, and then the cashier looked at me for approval. You know? He was like, is he allowed to be having peppermint schnapps? I'm like, God, I hope so, you know? I don't know. He's in a nursing home. Give it up for nursing homes up in this bitch. Yeah, I like nursing homes, you know? Because when I visit, usually I am the hottest one, you know? Some old lady's like, oh, he's cute. I'm like, you goddamn right, Ethel. I'm gorgeous. You know, it's nice to be like the most desired thing in a building. It doesn't happen a lot. I don't know. My mom, on the other hand, she's a Spanish lady. She has a lot of pride in her country. That's weird. I think it's weird when like a country used to be the top dog and then kind of loses their status as like their top dog. But then the people keep the pride. You know, my mom's trying to like convince me that Spain is the best country in the world. She's like, she's always like, oh, bro, I don't know if you know this, but Spain actually like invented the mop. I'm like, that's not a big enough thing for you to be bragging about. She's like, well, if that's not enough, they also invented the broom. I'm like, holy shit, you're really just fucking using the same invention twice for bragging rights. I mean, that doesn't even work. I'll tell you something about myself. I wrestle, and I am not in high school. I'm an assistant wrestling coach for a high school team, which fucking blows, because I like wrestling, but it wasn't my first choice, you know? I wrestled when I was in high school, but then I got older, and I realized that there aren't places where you can just go and wrestle. Like, there's no pickup wrestling. You can't just show up at a court and start grabbing people, you know? Some guy's like, you want next game? I'm like, I would love next game. He's like, basketball? I'm like, no, I want your leg. Hot room. It's okay, I don't care. At least the lighting is good. That's all I care about. I showed up with clothes and I got good lighting on me. That's all I need. This is my. Actually, do you guys think when God gets afraid? Do you think when he walks? You think he's like? Oh my me. And then Jesus walks in. He's like, oh my dad. This is my impression of a penis being embarrassed by its owner. I'm so sorry. I swear he never pulls me out like this. I had a friend tell me that he was like, he's like, if you want to keep the doc. Did I already get the light? I don't know if I got one over.
I forgot to set a good time.
All right, we'll do that. If you want to keep, my friend was like, if you want to keep the doctor away, you got to have an apple a day. I was like, I don't really like apples, but I do think it'll work if I use this gun. Guns work too. It doesn't have to just be produce. What are you gonna do? All right, hot end. Take it easy, guys, all right?